It's loading.
Okay,
There.
there you go.
See it?
Cool.
Okay. So for this assignment, Frankenstein, let's jump ahead to the first question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So it's what details are seen as horrible here, and why might they be seen as horrible? Like what makes it scary, or just you know?
Okay, you want me to start? Okay, so there were acrobats that was to be described or like to me appear horrible in my imagination when I was reading. But then one in particular is the eye, and it was horrible because the way he describes it is that it was watery and they were dull yellow, and so because for a normal person the eye is white, and so when I Salu, so you're gonna write Salu for us this time, or do you want me to do it? Salu, we can't hear you. Oh yeah, yeah. So you want me to do it, and then you write next time, or you do it? What do you think?
You can do it.
Okay. No, because I see you asked it for me to do it. Okay, so yeah, because I asked because if you were writing, then you can take note. But that's okay. I'm gonna write. Okay. So yeah.
Oh wait,
So
you're writing? Who's writing?
so me.
You okay? Yeah. So
Selu, do you wanna? Did you want to write?
Oh, you can do it. You can write it.
And then you next time.
Yes.
Make sure you do next time. So we can.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, you're
That's
gonna
okay.
spoil if you don't. But yeah,
So Selu will do next time, and then you, Kisaya, and then me again. Okay? All right.
okay.
So let's continue on. I'm sorry for being off
Okay,
track.
so
Okay, so for a person's normal eye, it's white. But then, when she mentioned yellow eye, the only thing we could think of with yellow eye is animals, and um, so it was already scary because we know that he was supposed to create a human, but then he ended up creating something that is like an animal, and so that part was scary. And there were other parts, but let's I'll let you guys share, and then maybe I can add on.
I think it's horrible because he is made of dead parts in different people. So it's just the thought of that, taking body parts from other people who are already dead. It's just horrible. And like the picture I showed you, this is like the whole body full of stitches. It's just the face. Like I would say it's horrible because I don't want to keep it in my phone. Like I don't want to put it on the wall, or I don't want to put it in a frame. That's just for me, like just the fact that it's not really, it's just made of basically
Different
dead people. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that would be scary.
How about Jason?
Samu, I can't hear you. It's like you're talking from far, far away. I can see your lip moving. like you're doing a lip sync over there.
Or you can just,
Oh, you guys hearing me?
Yeah, I hear you now when you shout.
Sorry, sorry, mentioned something about the black lip. And you know, by his appearance, if that
Yeah, very true. His whole physical appearance. It was like his whole physical appearance was like ugly. Yeah. So when she was describing the hair, everything, and you know, I kind of connected, and then it still look ugly. So yeah. But
so we
then
still
the
have a question.
yeah.
Oh,
oh my God. Next
But
question.
she's asking if we're still on the first question.
Oh yeah, we are. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So
So the other questions are kind of but she wanted to talk in details, like very specific details of what it means that he has yellow eyes, that he has whatever hair or skin.
okay.
So
Yeah.
we'll just go into details, I think.
Okay.
The question here is like talk about why each detail might be important and how we can relate that detail to our in our writing, I think. Or like
Okay.
the feature Frankenstein.
Okay. So do you want us to talk about the eye again and then continue on from the eye? Or is eye covered already?
I think the eye is covered already.
Okay.
Usually if you see
Yeah.
yellow eyes, it's actually like it's an animal and you don't know what animals think. They could be,
Yeah.
you know, unreasonable.
Yeah. They have no moral, and so they could harm us. Yeah. 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 So we go on to the next part then.
Yeah.
What's the next part? Okay. So what's the next part then?
I'm trying to look for something. Oh,
That's the
oh, the straight black lips that Salu was saying.
what?
His straight black lips.
Oh, his lips.
His lips, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Looks like straight and black.
Mm.
Looks straight.
Okay. So okay, let's talk about his lips together with his what? His hair. Can we talk about his lips? Straight black lips. Well, what would the so I was trying to imagine what a straight black lips look like. Would that be attractive for a black straight lip?
I think just imagine your face is a business close.
Oh,
Just
okay.
like a cut. Just like like over there. So it's not really like a real.
Okay, all right. So, yeah. So that lip, black straight lip.
I'll try to look for it.
Wait, I've jotted down some notes, but
Like this.
Yes.
so Salo, what do you think of the black straight lip?
Um, Scary. Black not human, but it's I put in the photo. Oh, Victor when he
Tawani, sila ka follow.
from his level of Richard.
I can't
Sorry,
hear you.
Salo.
I can't hear you, Samuel. Do they have a microphone over there? Or like a headset? There.
Okay, so yeah, the black straight lip. I think, like you said before, like a knife. Like, what was that? What you saying?
It looks like not normal lips. It's just like someone made it. Because they are created by Frankenstein, and
Okay.
so I was just like guessing. He just added the lips just so it can open, but it doesn't
Yeah.
really look as normal as it should.
Okay. So I think you know how he said black straight. You know how he says straight, and then he add the color black there to make the lip not normal, like our normal color is like we don't have like black lips. And then the only time we see black lips is people with uh yeah,
That
yeah, dead people. And then and you know how he said it's very straight. He kind of make it not similar to normal human lips, so we can. So I think in a way she was trying to make us scared also of that black straight lip.
I'm
yeah,
So
if
thinking
you
of I'm thinking of straight black lip as he was trying to describe how black it is. Like it's straight black, like very black.
oh,
Not that's what I'm thinking of.
okay,
Oh, you two can hear me.
yeah, we hear
yeah,
you
we can
now.
hear you.
Wow.
Carry a microphone with you every time.
Okay.
So, what
Okay.
was the next?
I
Um,
was
what was that,
What was
Sam?
it, Selu?
I was asking before, when he get this illness from his nervous fever. He got a fever from his nervous. Is it from the little creature? Is it from the creature he made?
Created?
Yes. I can see how scared he was when he saw the thing.
Yeah, I think it was from, like, the creature did not cause it, but then I mean it did not actually make him, but then it was I think he was too scared, and so
Yeah, he said he couldn't even sleep.
yeah.
Oh.
So
And I think I think the one thing is there's a part where it was written how every part of him was chosen. You know, they were nice. Like
Hmm.
the Frankenstein selected a really good arm, really good lips, maybe really good eyes. But when they were put together, they were just horrible.
Hmm.
I think it's kind of telling us that we can't play God, and
Hmm.
you know, like how God made one person was it was in His wisdom, and if you try to change that, it might end up like what happened to the monster.
Hmm.
Sure.
Yeah. So it teaches him a great lesson not to try and create one, because I think it was his first. I think he it was a. I remember a comment he said, like, he saying beautiful great God.
Yes.
Um.
Oh
So
yeah.
this,
Mhm.
like, when that was mentioned, I think it shows that he had some. I think he knows of God. I think he knew God, but then he still tries, and he knew that. I think he has some background that all of us here has been created by God, but then he still tries to create his creature, and then it ended up um, not what he expected. It was something else, and so yeah, I think was that the one you were trying to say? Okay.
And
Yeah, and
it's just
oh.
horrible. Like
Yeah.
you see how many times Shelley made use of the word horror, and like it was like almost every paragraph or every time the monster is described, there's just a word horror. And so,
Yeah, and then he referred to it as a creature,
hmm
and
Oh,
he also referred to
yes,
it
it's a
as a,
creature.
like, you hardly see a he, or like, if it was like, how he should have said it's a he, because he was creating something like Frankenstein, like something that will end up as a human, but then he did not refer to it as a he. Most of the time he referred to it as a it, and
yeah,
so we know from this that it is something else. It is not a human. So
yeah,
um
he is
so we
aware that he created something that is not really human.
mm, yeah, yeah, and how he talks about this hair color. He said something about that it was
Like you can see through the
hair,
skin,
like he
The
was
hair.
like
lustrous black,
yellow. Yeah, like you can see
and
what's
so
inside, like the muscles.
yeah, and so he was saying, like, and it was like flowing, and his teeth of pearly whiteness. When you think of these things, I think you could know. When I was reading it, when he talks about yellow, the yellow eye, and the skin and everything, I was like thinking it's a monster. But then when he was talking about his hair and his teeth and everything, and how it was not like the other part, it was perfect when it turns out.
It's
I think he was
nice.
trying. So
To
I
make
think this made me think of a human again. So it was, I kind of shift from human to monster, and then
Oh,
what comes to mind is that it's a human gone wrong, like his creation
yeah. I have a
gone
thought. I
wrong.
just have a thought. Um, as you were saying that, I realized this. Like you know how we see people, like we see people in some way or in one way or another, and like because he has like good parts, the monster has like what you said. He has good teeth. He
Yeah,
has
good teeth,
maybe have
good
good
hair, nice
hair,
hair. Mm.
but because of his horrible features, we don't see that. Like if you look at him, maybe we're just like, oh, monster. I don't want to look at. But
Mm.
we tend to, we don't see the good part right away. The first thing we see is
The bad
the
one.
ugly part. and it
Yeah.
ruins everything because we just stop there. It's like, oh, ugly, and we don't want to check it out
So
anymore.
you're saying we were just judging from the appearance, not what's really.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. Yeah, we quick
Right.
to notice the mistakes
Mm-hmm.
and their weaknesses, but we're slow to look at what's beautiful. Like he could have seen he could have explained the hair and the teeth first, but then and then talk about how other things gone wrong. But then his first description of his creation was his eye. You know how most of us it's the eye that we look like. It's always the eye that we look at, like the eye explain what's inside or something like that. And
The
so
window to our soul.
yeah, like something like that. It's like some window to the soul or something like that. But then um when you see an eye with that is yellow, then you're looking at a window to no soul, like someone with no soul. And that was like the monster.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and
I'm
I can't
thinking
think of anything else.
of I'm thinking of something. You know how he tried to make a
We have
difference
a
with his
Frankenstein at
career.
the back there. Just kidding.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Yeah. So what is it, Salo?
I'm thinking of how he wanted to make a difference with his studies, with his career, and it turned out not what he expected. At the looking from the good side, he wanted to make something. Like I say, wanted to make a
Make
different
himself
with
famous.
not really famous, but he wanted to see if he can make something out from his back from his area.
Mm.
But even though it didn't turn out the way he expected, but he, of course, he make that human alive or creature or what you call. So
The
he did it,
monster.
but yeah, the monster, he did it, but not the way he expected. So
So
Yeah,
it kind of tell us that we cannot try and do what our heavenly Father does, like something that is out of our, like that
yeah.
we
Like we can,
know for sure we can't do.
we like we can be creative and maybe create something that like how artists make sculptures or um, like stuffed toys. They try to copy the animals, but trying to put life into something and trying to have control over life and death and creating something with life is just not for humans.
Mm.
And like what you
and
said, it's
plus
not for us.
he forgets all about his family and only care about his um study, and so that's one
Mhm.
thing I picked up. He just remember them when he like what he his nightmare. He just remember his family when
And he gets
he
When
scared
they
gets
died.
scary him.
and feel lonely. Yeah.
So um
Um,
let's
did you
see.
read about the skin? His skin.
Skin. So, and one thing, his it says something about its breath. It says its breath hard.
Bret
Yeah, I
Hart.
saw
Yeah.
it.
At the very beginning of chapter 5, yes. It breathed hard and a
It's
convulsive motion agitated its limbs. Yeah.
Mhm.
And so, yeah, he also mentioned that his skin was also yellow and scarcely covered the work of muscles and others beneath. and you could imagine someone with
Or like if you don't have skin and you see all the muscles and
yeah, you could see right in, you can see right inside, like you can see right into the there's Frankenstein again.
oh my.
Okay, so yeah, that was my husband.
And you called him Frankenstein.
He does not even know who is Frankenstein.
At least he doesn't know.
Yeah, but then you could, people whose skin exposed their arteries and everything, the veins inside is very yucky. And
Yeah.
I've seen movies of monsters, like you could see the
Like they're
rat
popping out.
inside moving, yeah, the popping out. So I could imagine like that was also very scary. Yeah, and
So maybe if
yeah,
you just look at him individually, like just look
uh,
at the teeth, look at the hair, maybe
Mm.
you can see beauty, but overall, like, so it's kind of like when you put things that are beautiful, sometimes they
uh,
don't really go along well. I mean, not
mm,
only in that creature, but as well as in other things.
yeah.
Um,
So in a way,
like
when I
Yeah.
was reading this,
yeah.
she
Hmm.
was trying to like make us think it, like in a way I kind of feel story for like the creature that he
Yeah.
created. Like when I know that he's got teeth like human and body like only some parts fail to look like a human, especially the eye and the skin and everything. But then the other parts, it made me feel sorry for him. Like even though Frankenstein was scared, I kind of feel sorry for this creature that
Yeah.
he
Because
was being made
if
after
you
all.
imagine someone created you that way, and I'd be
Mm.
like, why give me life? I'd rather not, because people are gonna be just so scared.
Yeah, yeah. So was there other parts?
I can't think of any.
Yes. So was the skin.
Mm.
Yeah.
Because the
So
overall
that's.
is just the awful appearance, just his appearance. But I think it's not his fault.
Hmm.
It's
Yeah.
Victor. But in the other way, by looking at him, it's just the appearance. But like you said, um, feel sorry for him because the human beings will, of course, run away for their lives if when they see him. Yeah, but it's not his fault.
Mm. So it was
Yeah.
Mary Shelley who wrote this one, right?
Yes,
Right.
Mary Shelley.
Okay.
Shelley.
Mm. Okay. So yeah, I think that's all.
Okay. Anything else, or do you want me to cut this off already?
Mm.
Yeah, that would be
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
We
Okay.
gonna lie.
Yeah. I'm
Okay.
gonna I'm gonna turn it off now. Thank you guys.
Okay.
Okay.
Have a good night.